What's up, everyone? Today I got a call from a charter captain. He's been one of my buddies for a couple years now. He had to cancel some trips because small craft advisory. So I actually seen him driving down the bayfront. Called him. He said he's got nothing going on, and said I want to try some experimental stuff. Go in the bay. We're gonna try to catch some walleyes. 3-way rig, worm harness probably. Try anything we can. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned in.
What's happening? We're on Lake Erie today. We're actually out at Chestnut Boat Launch. My name's Tom Goodrich, Captain Tom Goodrich from Cast Above Charters, and I'm working with Eye Outdoors. If you go there, you'll be able to see what we do on a day-to-day basis, fishing up here on the big lake, and it's a lot of fun. We do walleye fishing, smallmouth fishing, lake trout fishing, and perch. So it's a lot of fun up here. What I want to show you today, we're going out. It's a big blow day. We're getting smashed today. It's like 3 to 5 footers out there. So what you do on days like this is you go searching inside the bay and inside the channel, which is just right at the head of the bay here. And what we're going to do is we're going to tie up a couple harnesses and do a little bouncing around just to see if we can't get fish on crawlers and harnesses that are moving up in for a fall feed and come up into the head of the bay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take myself a little length of line here. You're going to tie up a quick harness. These blades that we're using are called butterfly blades, Northland Tackle. These are from Dutch Fort Custom Lures. These are Northland Tackle actually has worked with Keith Eschbaugh, who's the owner of Dutch Fort Custom Lures. And we're going to tie up a quick harness, and I'll show you how to do that. So these are the size hooks that I use. You'll see generally whenever we're in tighter, I generally go a little bit smaller, like a size 1, size 2. But if you get out on the main lake, we're going to go up to like a 1/2 2/0. But I start by just putting a small little length of line. This is 20-pound Seaguar fluorocarbon, as you can see, 20-pound Seaguar. And I take a length of line and then I make 8 wraps. And you start your first wrap real tight, just like that, and then you make 8 wraps behind it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you pinch it with your finger very, very tight, and then you run it up the eye backwards. And if you run up the eye backwards, you'll see how it'll tighten right up. It'll lap over itself, and just like you see in the store, see how that is? Wraps right up and over. And for harness fishing and on Erie, I generally learning from Keith Eschbaugh, he's one of the best guys pulling crawler harnesses. You want to go about 3 fingers. It gives you enough crawler, and you just mark it up there about 3 fingers away, and it gives you enough crawler, and then we'll snip off the end here at the end. And the difference on this one is you went down through the eye from the front. This one, you go through the back, okay? And then you pull that down. Okay, pull it down right to about where you want it to stop. It's about 3, and then you do the same thing. You wrap it 8 times. 6, 7, 8. Make sure your wraps, see how my wraps lay nice and flat? They're not all bunched up. If you do that, you'll get a much better snell. You put it back up through the bottom, and then you pull it tight, just like that. And you'll see how it lays. Gives you a nice length of crawler, and you don't have to put a stinger hook on it. So now we're going to choose what's going to match up. So generally I like to go like a 2, 2, and 2. These are some really cool beads. As you can see, there's some amazing beads in here. I like these iridescents. These iridescents really match up well. And then I put an offsetting color, either black or like a chartreuse or a green. Which one you want?
Let's go green.
Go green? So we'll go green. So generally you can do any pattern you want. It really doesn't matter, but what I always tend to do is I try to go 2, 2, and 2. It gives you enough space. Make sure if you have any burrs on, like coming from the factory, always try to get them off if you can, so they'll sit flatter with each other. And then we'll give a contrasting color for the center, and then we'll go 2 more. and then we'll throw the blade on. And this right here, it doesn't look like much. It doesn't need a bead in front of it. And that right there, well, you'll see the wind. Look at that thing spinning. See how it spins? It doesn't take much. This will go at literally 0.4 miles an hour, and then you go up anywhere from 18 to 24 inches, and then you just tie, you know, we'll just do this one the whole length. If you just want to finish it off, you can either put a swivel. I just find it's just as economical just to go 1, 2 overhand knots, and then just pull it tight, and you'll never have that break. And whenever you're putting it onto your swivel, one word of advice, I don't know if I've got a swivel actually close here, but when you put it onto your swivel, you always want to reach inside, and it'll double up that way. So I think you can probably see what I'm talking about. You want it to go around your swivel doubled up. See how there's 2 pieces? Yep. You don't just hook it on the single piece. If you get a big fish, it will literally create a really heavy pinch point and it'll break. So that's just kind of like a polymer knot. Has 2 pieces over the hook. That's what that does. Just loop it over and then run it up, and you're done. There's your crawler harness, Dutch fork, blade, and we're gonna go out. We're gonna catch some fish. We'll video some fish on it. See y'all later.
We're actually in the channel now. We're gonna troll these lines we just went over, going towards the red buoys here in the head of the bay. Super slow 3-way rig with a worm harness. All your regular stuff.
What's happening? So we're out here just fishing, just really getting started. I just wanted to say thanks to the guys right here to our left. Check them out. U.S. Coast Guard. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate you. Thanks for being out here, keeping us safe. You guys save a lot of people's tails every year on this water, so we appreciate you. Once every year by these guys, just about. They do a really good job. They're very respectful, but one thing you got to do is when you come up on the big lake, make sure you have all your equipment. And once you do, you're going to get a piece of paper from these guys. They're going to say, hey, thank you, and that's what they just did. They thanked us, had everything checked out, all the material that we needed, all the registration. You need to make sure you have your driver's license with you, so before you leave the dock, make sure you put that in your pocket when you come out, because you're going to need them to identify you. And then have all your great equipment, have your flares up to date, have them valid. There's a new strobe that he just told us about from Orion that you can pick up that doesn't have an expiration date, but it just needs batteries. So make sure you keep your batteries in good shape. You don't have to go out and end up having flares running out of expiration date, and they can ticket you for that. But we had all our stuff. We passed the flying colors around and give us our papers, so check us out. Good. You hit it. How about if I just get downwind and you can throw like a paper airplane?
Huh? What do we got? Oh, baby, it's largemouth.
No way.
Yeah. What the hell? Okay, 29 feet of water on the bottom on a worm harness. First time for me. Yeah, make them look huge. I can even lip them. 29 feet of water. Not what I expected. Not at all. See you later, dude. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Yep. Canadian shit cranes. There's our boys again. We're just drifting crawler harnesses in the channel. Yeah, I think so. Oh yeah, I got a little fucking silver bass shithead.
You did?
Yeah. Tough day.
Something like a drum?
Nope. Look at, just dead weight.
CNI.
I'm already to the leader.
What is it? It's an eye.
Get him, get him.
Dude, it's a legal eye.
Let's go.
It's going to be close. That is a long, skinny one, but I think he's a legal eye. Right at it. Look at that, right?
Finally, we've been grinding.
We have ground it out. Our goal is to catch one walleye, a legal walleye.
Legal all
Look at
day.
that. Look, see that mark?
Yeah.
That's a legal walleye by an inch.
Let's go.
Look at that, right there. See?
Finally.
You want him in there?
Yeah. I'll take him home.
Dude.
We might have just figured something out. We're not sure yet, but
That's 2 bites.
two bites right along the wall, real tight in the channel. Believe it or not, we're drifting the channel. Not too bad.
You got you want the net?
No. I think it's a little silver bass or something. Oh.
Little vibrator. Little white bird?
Yeah, a little bit bigger than the little ones, but nothing crazy. Got that fucker. Well, that's what we ended up with. Again, we were fishing in the bay because of the northeast blow. The lake, the actual main lake, was freaking blown, so we stayed inside Presque Isle Bay. Our goal was to catch walleye in Presque Isle Bay. We got one. We also got a catfish, largemouth, and miscellaneous silver bass or white perch, whatever you want to call them. So I'm gonna clean this up. But I didn't get to make the ending to the video because my camera died while we were out there. So this is it. Thanks for tuning in, man.